I'm Steve Weldon. I'm an adventure nut and a hiking fool. And boy, do I love to explore. California's my home, and nothing beats taking to the trails, the roads, and the byways. Come join me while I trek across our Golden State, discovering special places and special folks. Walking California. I hope you're ready for another great hiking adventure, because we've landed in a very beautiful place. But before I hit the trail, I wanted to do a little exploring on my own, so I did just that. I found a nice broad stretch of sand to do a little beach combing and to get my feet wet. Heck, I even went for a quick dip. Boy, it sure felt good. Every drop of that invigorating surf. Folks were out for a stroll, and some were walking their dogs. Heck, one fella was even surf fishing. A little further up the road, I found another great spot where I could even do a little dune walking. I'm on California's beautiful Central Coast in San Luis Obispo, SLO, or as the locals call it, SLO. I'm your host, Steve Weldon. Welcome to Walking California. Today we're at Montaña de Oro State Park on the beautiful Central Coast of California. And we're here with the park ranger, Rob Culligan. How are you, Rob?
Hi, Steve. Welcome to the park.
Well, thanks for having me. Well, I'm real excited to find out more on the wonderful history that this park has. And you play an integral part of that. What's your job here at the park, Rob?
My job title is a supervising state park ranger or peace officer. So I basically manage the ranger staff that work at the park and take care of you and the park and make sure everyone's safe.
Well, that's a big, big job, and you've got a lot of volunteers, you've got a lot of employees, and we're here in front of the Visitor Center. And as a matter of fact, you know, we're going to talk with a lot of your guides that you have helped us get together for this trip, and we're real excited and thankful for you.
Yeah, we have a big special day planned for you, and couldn't have happened without our volunteer crew and our docents, such as Miss Kathy, which is a living history docent here at Spooner's Ranch House.
And we're going to get a lot of history from her. And I want to thank you so much for having us, and I look forward to the day.
All right, thanks again.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Rob. I appreciate it. And Kathy Flock, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to have you here.
And nice to be here. And you look wonderful in this period wear.
Oh, thank you. This is what I wear for my 1919 Living History program that I do as Katie Spooner.
Katie Spooner. Now, we're going to find out all about this, aren't we?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we're in front of a ranch house here. And who built this ranch house?
This ranch house was built by Alden Bradford Spooner. He came here in 1892. He was living in Morro Bay and wanted more from life, came out here and leased 2,000 acres and built a 3-room cabin.
The history of this place goes way back before the Spooners.
Oh, yes,
right?
Certainly.
Tell us about who was here first, at least to your knowledge.
To my knowledge, the Chumash were here dating back 10,000 years ago. Like many Native Americans, they were thriving until the missions came.
Tell us about what happened, say, in the 1800s when the land acquisitions began. I think John Wilson had a part in that, didn't he?
Yes, John Wilson did own this land. He was a European. He was able to buy a Mexican land grant because he married a Mexican woman.
Okay.
And he bought the Pechoy Isle land grant where we are today. And when he died, his daughter inherited part of it, and it was from his daughter that Mr. Spooner leased 2,000 acres. The first thing that Spooner did out here is he planted on the flat terraces that you'll see later when you go walking on the Bluff Trail. Okay. And then he had to figure out how to get what he grew out of here. He grew potato, oats, beans, and barley. And what he did, he created this cove into a port. The only way to get things out of here was by boat. And so he made this into a landing called Bouchon Landing. And when you go on your walk out on the Bluff Trail, you'll see the landing and how the chute was made to help load the boats.
Pretty interesting.
Yes, it was a grand enterprise. It was very big. The Spooners made about 100 pounds of butter a week that was sent into San Luis Obispo. The power that they used to make the butter was a water wheel. And the water wheel was powered by the water from Easley Creek. They dammed the creek about a mile up and then ran flumes down so they could have a steady stream of water to power the water wheel.
Can you tell me how this became a state park?
So it became a park in 1965.
All right.
And the state got the park because the owner at that time, Irene McAllister, went bankrupt. And it was through her bankruptcy proceedings that the state was able to buy the park.
Really?
Yes. Now, she had named the park her land, Montaña de Oro.
Okay, which means Mountain of Gold.
Yes.
All right, is that because there was gold in the area?
No, there's no gold on this land. However, there are golden flowers that grow here in the springtime.
And what are they called?
Sticky monkey flowers and also the California poppies.
All right, sticky monkey flowers. I'm going to have to check that one out.